Hello, it's Rachel. Today's project is a 6x6 piece for my challenge group over on Facebook. There's details of that in the video description. I'm working on some hot press watercolour paper and I'm creating a gradient background using 3 different shades of Americana paints that I have diluted before applying them to my substrate. The theme for this week's challenge is masks or masking techniques, and I've chosen to use some by Tim Holtz. I'm creating a word from these that spells art, and I'm adding them to the centre of my piece. Next, I'm creating my background around the masked area. So for this, I've selected a range of different stamps and inks. All the inks are by Archival, and the stamps are from Darkroom Door and Prima. Next, I'm taking some cobalt ink, which is a very dark blue, and I'm using this with a piece of Ranger cut and dry foam around the masked letters, and this is going to provide some contrast after the masks have been removed. And now I'm going to use the same cobalt ink to add some stenciling to my project. This is a stencil that a friend sent to me, so thank you, Pavla, if you are watching. And I believe it is one that she made herself, so it is not one that is available for purchase as far as I know. These are some images of butterflies that I purchased as digital downloads, and I'm going to cut these out and add them to my piece using some golden matte medium. At this point, I decided that I'd like to add some additional text to my piece, so I've chosen a stamp by Invoke Arts for this. I'm using a stamp positioner to ensure that I get it straight, and because the background is quite busy and it would be difficult to see the stamp over the busy background, I choose to use some gesso in the area that I'd like the text to go. So I just apply this using my finger over the background and then stamp my text directly on top of it. This is Payne's Grey, which is a golden fluid acrylic, and I'm using this to paint around the butterflies, and this is just going to create some shadow and add some depth. This is one of the stamps that I used at the start of the project to create my background, and I'm going back to this and using it with some gesso to add some white areas on there. I'm applying it to my stamp with some Ranger cut and dry foam because that's quite an easy way to get a clear, crisp result. Next, I'm using a bottle top and I've dipped this into some Payne's Grey paint. This is the same paint that I used to outline the butterflies. I add a few rings to the page and then I also add some splatters of the same paint. This is a Jelly Roll Stardust pen. I'm going to use this on the inside of the masked letters, and this is going to add a sparkle effect to those letters. After this, I then take some Liquitex ink with a nib pen and I draw a second line in a darker shade of blue just next to the lines that I'm making now, so on the outside of the masked letters, and you'll see this shortly. That is everything for today. As always, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, I appreciate it when you hit the like button. As you might have noticed if you follow my channel, I am not currently uploading every day. I've had a small break from that, but I will continue to upload, maybe not quite as regularly, but I will be definitely uploading every Saturday for the challenge group, and we'll see how time goes for a video or two in between. As always, there is a link to the full product list in the video description, and there is also a link there to my Facebook Mixed Media Challenge group if you're interested in taking part. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.